Oh, hi. Welcome to this week's episode of Library Picker. I'm just having some leftover Halloween candy and watching myself clear out our Halloween shelf. If you have some leftover candy and you're looking for some scary stories, don't worry, we've still got them. They've just been reshelved in their normal places. Just go to the library website, click on Find Books, and then in the middle column, you're going to find some lists. And on one of those lists is Spooky Stories. And all those books that were on our Halloween shelf are located here. There's a bunch of lists like this. Sports stories, Greek and Roman times, and then quirky characters. What does quirky mean, you ask? I don't know. Let's find out. Characterized by peculiar or unexpected traits. I love books with this kind of character, and here we've got a whole list of them. And we'll be adding to these lists online, so check back soon. But there's a ton of books in our drama and comedy category that have quirky main characters. Let me show you one of my personal favorites. Watch me finish these shelves. We'll move into the drama and comedy shelving. Here it is, The Selected Works of T.S. SPIVET. This book is awesome, and let me grab my copy of it. But it's one that you're really going to like or you're really going to hate. It's about a 12-year-old boy who is a genius map maker, and he exhibits maps in museums all over the world, and he wins an award for them. The problem is, the people who exhibit his maps don't know that he's 12 years old. They think he's an adult. So he travels across the country to accept this award. And the book is his thoughts and his experiences, and almost every page has one of his incredible drawings as he travels by train as a hobo. Yes, I said hobo. Hobo is a funny word, to accept his award. I really can't say enough about the book. It's not incredibly fast-paced, but if you like quirky characters, we've got a couple copies of it. Here's part of the trailer. This is just an example of one of the incredible drawings that's at the front end of the book. All right, let's move on and see if we can find something else. We will head over to our science fiction and fantasy section. And at the bottom of this shelf, we're going to find a book called The Owl Keeper. Let's go back to the library website and I will read you a quick description of The Owl Keeper. Find the book and click on the title peek. Let's look and see what Booklist says about this one. It says, this sci-fi fantasy blend features magical owls, secret laboratories, a prophecy, and two young fugitives who learn that they have important roles to play in an upcoming rematch between a Big Brother-type government and a long-hidden band of mystical sages. If that sounds good to you, head over to our science fiction and fantasy section. It's on one of the bottom shelves. Let's head over to our historical fiction section. And on this shelf, we'll find a book called The Red Umbrella. This is a book that's been getting a lot of positive buzz recently. Let's watch part of the trailer.
I remember how my life used to be. It was probably a lot like yours. Then, in a moment, it was all taken away. Now I'm far from home, alone. And I can't help but wonder, will I ever go back? And if I do, will I still be the same girl who left?
Sound interesting? That's on our historical fiction shelf. See what else we can find, maybe a couple more books here. Go to our action and suspense area, and we'll find a book called Trash. This is kind of a unique take on a treasure hunt story. Let's watch a little bit of the trailer.
Rafael Fernandez is a dump site boy. People say to him, I guess you just never know what you'll find sifting through rubbish. Today could be your lucky day. Maybe one day you'll find something nice. Oh yes, then one day you did.
So I actually can't wait to read that one myself. People in the book world are really excited about it. Let's move on, see if we can find maybe one more. Head over here to the grab and go. We'll pull a couple of titles out of here. First one is called Boost. Steroid use is actually a pretty big problem amongst teenage girls in the US. It's not just limited to like big bodybuilders and weightlifters. And this book is the story of two sisters, one a great basketball athlete and one a great cheerleader, who are working through some issues and decisions involving steroids. So girls, if you're into family dramas and athletics and relationships between sisters, this is a great story to pick up. I think we'll save this next one for another week. It's called Trader, but you can check it out if you want. There's also a few copies of that T.S. SPIVET book I was talking about on our grab-and-go shelf. Let's walk over. I want to leave you with one image. It's not a book. It's a piece of Mr. Fitz's art. So that's it for this week's episode of Library Picker. I'll leave you to contemplate the Yeti uprising. If you're interested in a writing prompt, this looks like it could be a great story. Have a good weekend.